There's Larry Caudle in the 77 car that they are putting another lap up. He's now 2 laps down in 26th.
Hey, you know, you got to have a partner. You got to get somebody to go with. Watch the Hobgoods.
Oh, we got a car upside down, rolling here in the trioval, and another car spinning.
That's Edward Howell in the 07.
Yes, it is. Or, well, we'll stand by for that.
Oh, I guess it. Oh, it's George Crenshaw. That's right. That's George Crenshaw in the 07.
Boy, the car made contact with the outside wall and began a series of barrel rolls clear down past the entrance to the pit area.
Yes, that's right. George Crenshaw. He and Howell were running team cars. Howell had the 70. I'm sorry.
It is the 07 of George Crenshaw that is involved in the crash, and the ambulances are arriving at the scene. Here's what happened.
There we see him. He's the white car, the 07, behind Amick, and there's Donnie Duchesne. And he comes up and just gets a little bit loose. He goes across the racetrack, makes contact with Duchesne, and now he's going to just start flipping over. He got sideways, just started over and over. Looked like your dad back here in 1988, didn't it, Kyle?
Exactly. And the one good thing about this one, and my father's both wrecks, were that the car, even though the car was rolling, it never took a solid blow. It just continued to roll and dissipate energy as it went.
Let's hope that is the case, that will result in no serious injury to George. But you will count now. The car rolls over 7 times. Parts flying off the car, dissipating the energy, which is really good, because the more energy that's dissipated, the less goes to the driver. And finally, after 7 barrel rolls, the car comes to a stop. Now here it is in real time, just showing you how quickly something like this can happen.
Wow. I'm telling you, it looked just like Richard's crash.
It did. He is out of the car, we understand. He's out of the car. He walked to the ambulance by himself. Wow, that is that is great.
That's amazing. And, you know, I think we talk about it at least once or twice every year. From the Winston Cup division all the way through, the NASCAR safety stuff is just incredible.
It is. Now, this happened moments ago. The safety crew was there, and all of a sudden, we saw him pop out of the car and raise his right hand, saying to the crowd, "I am okay." There he is.
Oh, he's in good shape. Man, oh, man.
Wow, but what a ride he took off of corner number 4. George Crenshaw with a very, very bad-looking crash in the Bad Frog Beer Pontiac. It's heavily damaged, but George is okay. There is a very battered race car that is being loaded onto the rollback here at Daytona after George Crenshaw took the ride of his life coming off of corner number 4. He is okay. That's why we're going to show it to you again.
There he is, the white car on the outside of Donnie Duchesne. They come off and they almost make contact. He has to go up, and when he has to go up, he swerves. He loses control. He comes back, makes contact with Donnie again, and now here's where he really loses it. He gets around the left side, and the car just, boom, over it goes. We see the roof flap come over, but at the last instant, and the roof flap is not designed to work for the left side turning over, is it, Kyle?
No. You can see the orange car to the right. The roof flap's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. As the car turns around backwards, the roof flap comes up and keeps the car on the ground. This thing went nose over tail. It went first, nose went in, then the tail came over it like that. And we don't have anything designed on these cars to keep something like this from happening.
Just like on a dirt track, when you get the car sideways and the side tires bite, causing the flip, that's exactly what happened here. Bill?
Bob, it was Jimmy Foster's wreck and this race 1 year ago that was the final straw for the NASCAR officials in the Goody Dash Series. They thought about roof flaps on these cars for a long time, but it was that crash at this race last year that's prompted them to tell these teams, we will race with these next year. They cost $700 to put them in. No installation, of course, but they're worth every penny.
Absolutely.
You can't pay too much for safety equipment.
No. Back to the old saying, you got a $2 head, wear a $2 helmet.
Yeah.
So that's the way it works, man. You got to pay whatever it costs to keep these things on the ground. And, you know, and that's a good example. You know, when my father had the wreck here, he all but got up in the grandstands because of the stuff. At least the car stays out in the middle of the racetrack, away from the fans and away from the other stuff.
Now there is Donnie Duchesne, and you see the mark there on the side of his car. That was where there was contact between him and Crenshaw. He's having the damage to his car assessed, and maybe will be able to get back into the race. But again, the good news, George Crenshaw walked to the ambulance and saluted the crowd. He's okay.